Hello there basement gamers, Dupsall back again with another GTA 6 analysis video. In the previous leak analysis video I covered possible leaked documents, images and maps. If you haven't watched that video yet, I highly recommend watching it for context. There is also an ongoing mapping project that I'm part of where fans are literally estimating how the map will look before the game releases, which I'll talk about more in detail towards the end of the video. I also previously mentioned that we're fast approaching 10 years without a new GTA title. Well, this week, whilst making this video, we just hit that milestone. Yep, no new GTA game in 10 years. That's crazy, right? I'm sure if I eat well and exercise, I'll make it to the next game without a walking stick. As many of you are aware of by now, GTA 6 did in fact have a major leak last year in the form of 90 video clips showing off various work in progress mechanics and gameplay elements. This video will be a deep dive analysis into that specific leak. Before I get into this though, I just need you to know that I cannot post imagery of this leak. Rockstar would not take kindly to me resurfacing it. That being said, I can however use visual cues, for example, from artists and AI generated imagery, so please take that in mind when viewing and listening to the leaks I discuss. Grab yourself a tea or coffee, it is time. In September 2022, almost exactly a year before making this video, a 17-year-old hacker from Oxfordshire, United Kingdom, posted 90 video clips which he got from breaching Rockstar Games' network, and he also claimed to have source code at the time to use as a bargaining chip. Maybe he thought he was going to make himself rich. As soon as this leak hit the internet, GTA fans were in a frenzy, myself included, and although I do not condone the actions made by this hacker, I was excited to finally see GTA 6 in action. Inside Gaming may have been on the money with the original leak. Straight off the bat, we now know GTA 6 will be set in Miami, or more specifically GTA's fictional version, Vice City. Most of us GTA fans knew it had to be Vice City sooner or later, but at least we now have 100% definitive proof that GTA 6 will contain Vice City in some form. So what else did Inside Gaming's leak get right? Well, we do know that Project Americas is an actual codename used by the development team, as found in scripts and code in RDR2. Whether or not this was used for GTA 6 is still speculation at this point, but hey, I'm still hoping for a vacation to South America, or the Caribbean islands. Ashley Jenkins of Inside Gaming also reported at the end of the video that the protagonist is rumoured to be a female lead, but the developers are still undecided if there would be multiple protagonists or not. Well, it turns out that they were partially right. Lucia is technically part of a lead duo. One of the biggest mysteries GTA fans were still discussing was whether or not the main character of GTA 6 was going to be female, male, or a multiple of three like GTA 5. Well, this leak has provided us with some answers. We know that the main characters are going to be Jason, a Caucasian American male in his late 20s or early 30s, and Lucia, a Latin American female, also in her late 20s or early 30s. It is unknown whether there will be anyone else playable as of yet, but it seems like the story will be centred around these two characters. It is rumoured that Jason and Lucia are a Bonnie and Clyde style criminal duo. As seen in the leaked clips, there is multiple instances of robbery from diner getaways to gas station stick-ups and pawn shop fleecing in and around Vice City. Along with the main protagonist, other supporting characters leaked were Dre, Sam, Kai, Wyman, Billy, Tit, Zach, RB Shaw, Danny, Dale, Chester, Iris, and Jay Norris. One of the video clips contains a debug code that mentions Interior 157, which means there is at least that many interiors in the game. Some of those interiors include clubs, strip clubs, bars, restaurants, supermarkets, laundromats, gas stations, pawn shops, trailers, apartments, and many more. Within the leaked clips, we're also able to see gameplay activities including hacking vehicles, fences for selling stolen goods, purchasing businesses, money laundering, robberies, and vehicle shipment deliveries, similar things we had in the original GTA Vice City. The locations we've seen from this leak are based on places in Miami and Florida, and in some cases maintain names from the original GTA Vice City. Some of the locations within Vice City mentioned or seen in the leaks were North Vice City, Rockridge, Little Haiti, the airport, Vice Beach, South Beach, and Washington Beach. Some of the places mentioned outside of the city were the Keys, Ambrosia, Yorktown, Port Gellhorn, Red Hill, the Grass Rivers, and Lake Leonida. A lot of these locations have coordinates, so it has been easy for us to place them down into a map format, hence the GTA 6 mapping project. I will go into this in more detail later. There were many vehicles listed in the console window of this leaked footage, so I'll only list some of the ones that were more interesting. The first is the Metro Mover, which is kind of like a monorail or a metro line. It is seen during one of the clips inside the airport station and is based on the real world Miami Metro Mover. The next vehicle is the Airboat, which is a land and water traversable hovercraft. This can be seen in the Vice City airport, which I hope is still called Escobar International by the way. The airboat will likely be a common vehicle for traversing the Grass Rivers, which I believe, based on coordinates, is GTA's version of the Everglades. In one of the leaked videos there is mention of a sand car event, which in GTA 5 was the Dune Buggy. This brings back memories to the unforgiving GTA Vice City days, where you had to do a checkpoint race on the sandy test track in downtown, whilst trying not to flip your vehicle over. Ah, painfully good memories. As soon as the leak dropped, rabid GTA fans, including myself, went right to work and doing what we do every time a new GTA is revealed to us. Our instincts to compare it to the real world and start mapping it out is one of my favourite pastimes in GTA pre-release memory. Unlike previous GTA games, we had a flood of unfiltered visual information at our fingertips instead of the carefully curated and polished trailers from Rockstar Games. 90 videos packed full of information fans had at their disposal, and the finds people were making were truly overwhelming at the time. A large group of mappers assembled on Discord and started a cohesive project, breaking down the leaks footage and categorising things to make sense of them. Whilst I was carefully stitching together all the minimap segments found in some of the leaked footage, others were comparing buildings and scenes to create 3D visualisations in their minds. Now we just had to translate that to a map. One of the mappers, not long after we got the leak, had figured out that every single leaked shot had a consistent set of stats written along the bottom of the footage. We were able to use this information to figure out the scope of the map, the regions used, and the exact coordinates these shots took place in. And so it began. Trawling through all the clips and setting markers on the map, we watched Vice City start to take shape. Using just 2 coordinate markers from each clip, we were able to then get an almost exact placement for each minimap segment on our grid. At this point, our hard analysis data was pretty much complete. Apart from comparing buildings and streets to real-world counterparts, all we can do now until more GTA information is released is speculate and estimate how we think the map will look. Here is how the map has evolved based on that exact methodology. So, in conclusion, we know that GTA 6 is going to be set in Vice City, present day, and the main protagonists will be Lucia and Jason. We know there will be a fairly large rural area to explore, including the Grass Rivers, and possibly another smaller town to the south and to the northeast of the map. Different time periods, South America, Caribbean islands are all still unconfirmed and still rumours at this point. Also, please remember this is leaked content, Some, if not a lot of what we have seen, may not even make it into the final game, so unless Rockstar release a trailer, we still can't take this as fact. Thanks everyone for watching this video. I wasn't sure whether or not to make a part 2, but seeing as the leak happened not long after I released the first part, and because I was involved in the mapping process, I kind of felt like it was my duty to come back and finish the job. I had incredible feedback on my last video, and I would like to thank you personally. Thank you, listener. So what's next, I hear you ask? Well, going forward, I would love to continue doing analysis videos for GTA 6. As soon as Rockstar releases a trailer, I'll get to work. And hopefully, I'll be able to show some real GTA imagery in the next video, so please subscribe and hit the bell if you don't want to miss it. I've been Dupsaw from the Basement Gamer Bros. I'll see you next time.